Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something on an M57 engine, a 530 diesel. It's the Barbarot Red 5 Series that's been on the channel before, but we're going to be replacing the EGR thermostat. Reason is because this car is showing signs of a coolant leak, and it's to do with this O-ring, as you can see here. So this is actually the old one. I've already taken this out of the car. As you can see, it's perished, unfortunately. But a lot of the times, your car would not be running properly to temperature. So this is one of the causes of that. So as it's a relatively simple DIY, I'll show you guys how to remove this. This is just a Marley one, a Marley Bear one. So yeah, part number on the front here if you want to see it. Make sure that the part does come with the O-ring. I have put a genuine one on the new version you'll see in the video next. So let's just get straight into it and get it replaced. Right, so first off, what we've got to do is take off the vacuum line from the vacuum pump. That will give us access to the 10mm bolts down here, one either side, and then we can then undo the hose directly from the thermostat itself, and then we can then pull the thermostat off and then do the reverse. Okay, right, so T20. You might have to use a swivel, but I'm just going to use this screwdriver attachment. And there, as you can see, should just come straight off like so. Right, that's now out. Should then be able to wiggle this pipe off. This engine bracket, which allows you to remove the engine, gets in the way and fouls the actual pipe here. So it's really tough to get this off. And so what you have to do is physically either remove this, or you can just get a screwdriver in here and sort of flex this back slightly, and it'll give you just enough room. But yeah, ideally, that's probably not the best way to do it, but otherwise you'd have to take the whole system off or get in here and try and get this off. But yeah, that's how I've done it. But also down here, there is some clips to release this. So you can see now it's loose. If it's never been done before, the clip will be in place, and also a cable tie that goes around this wiring harness, the vacuum line, and also this vacuum line as well. So just bear that in mind if you try and take this off and it doesn't move. Now that I've loosened it off, as you can see, it's now loosened the engine. So I can move this out of the way, like so, and then get straight down to the 10mm on either side. Just loosen this hose clamp off, so when we release this we can then pull it off the hose directly. Right, there you go. As you can see here, reason for this leak is a perished O-ring. Every time the engine warms up, it then trickles down here. Right, so I always replace these because they tend to fail and then obviously not allow your car to get up to temperature. So you can see a new one here with a new O-ring. This is a genuine O-ring from BMW, and to swap straight over, they are exactly the same part. This is a Marley and this is a Marley as well. Alright, so what I do first is just put the hose back on the end, like so, and then locate it into place. And there we go. Right, so next is to put this back on. So we're just going to guide this through here like so, and then it's just going to be a bit of a fight to get this on, but I'm sure we can manage. There you go. Right, so it's now in. I did check, by the way, there is a little red O-ring on this as well. Make sure that's still present when you put it back in. You don't want any vacuum leaks. Just clean the threads up on here as well to make sure there's no issue there. There we go. That's now in and seated. I didn't mention this actually earlier on. I removed the fuel rail plug just because this gets in the way. So you can go ahead and make sure you plug this back in again. Give it a click. There you go, like so. Right, okay, so next thing to do is to put this hose clamp back on and tighten it up. Give it a bit of a tighten.
it doesn't come off. There we go, not too tight. This is plastic, bear in mind. Obviously make sure, keep an eye on your rubbers as well, make sure not perish or anything, but that's fine. That's in, and that's in, that's on, that's tight. As you can see there, we've lost no coolant. It is blue coolant, by the way. Make sure that it is blue. If it isn't, do a coolant flush, which I've shown in another video. I'll put a link down below on that. I'll just leave this like this for the moment to make sure any air bubbles come out. And then we'll put this back on to let it warm up. Right, so far so good. We'll just pop this old engine cover back on. Tighten it down. So hey guys, hopefully that wasn't too bad for you to follow along. I do have a video of me replacing this and the water pump. Didn't mention this time round how to bleed the system properly. I didn't actually need to, but just to make you guys aware, on the front of it you can see there is a bleed screw. What you need to do, let's say you had a massive loss of coolant, you could undo this screw and make sure that fluid is flowing freely out of here. This just stops any airlocks in the system. I didn't mention that because, as I say, the coolant was fine in mine. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out massively. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.